G'day Lawn Care World, it's Ben here from Catch Pro, and today is it was supposed to be a 50-hour review of my Scag V-Ride, but it's an 80-hour review because I've been busy as. Join us. I'm going to give you my positives and negatives of this machine after 80 hours, and stay tuned. So, this is my V-Ride II, and look, it was supposed to be a 50-hour review to just let you know how it's going and what I think of the machine. As you can see, we're almost at 80 hours, so I am a little late on this, but hey man, I mean, look, the V-Ride II is a bloody awesome machine. So there is a couple of things I don't like, but I am fully nitpicking. This machine is awesome. Let's get into it. Okay, now something for everyone that is out there looking for a stand-on. This platform and this pad is awesome. The stance is really beautiful. Now, you're not going to get the true feeling of what I mean, but this is one of the nicest stand-ons that I have found to ride. So you've got plenty of room here. I don't have the biggest pegs on me, but even if you do have big legs, you'll definitely fit nice and snug in here. The tower is not too high. I actually like having a low tower so you can really get over the machine and get amongst the job. The vision is great. Obviously, you can see everything around you. So it's something that I really love. The actual standing on the machine and operating the machine is really great. So you guys would know if you watched any of our past videos that we have a 40-acre property that we mow, and it takes us about, in the summertime, it takes about 7 hours of legitimate mowing. We do have a lunch break, but I can stand behind this thing for 7 hours and still feel great. So that's a testament to the Scag guys over there, what they've developed. A very comfortable machine to operate. So now let's piggyback on that and let's stay with that. And I want to tell you a negative, something that I found. Now, people are probably going to, get on me for this, but so the handles up here, the way that you hold them is very comfortable, but the handles I've found to just be they're quite rigid and stiff, okay? So people out there love that because the machine's not as mega responsive, so you can go like this and you're not just going to bunny hop forward. But for me, I've found when operating the machine for hours on end, there's a bit of rigidness and tension there, and you do get a bit of look, you don't get crampy, but you can start to feel it in your hands after a while. So that would be one negative. I don't know if that can be changed. I haven't done any research into it. It's just something that I've noticed. Something else, so look, I love the Tiger Eye. We can't really see it that good. I do love the Tiger Eye. Tells you all the things that you need to know. So you've got your hours here. It will tell you when you need a service. It'll let you know if your park brake's on or off. See, she's on now. So I love the Tiger Eye. One thing that, look, I'm probably just not a huge fan of is having to reach through these handles to get to everything. So, it's not the end of the world. It's just that sometimes when you're busy and you're doing this and you're doing that, it can just get a little bit frustrating. Overall, it's, like I said, it's not the end of the world. But I do think that if this tower was positioned a little differently, you can actually have all of these things that you go to down here, away from this handle a little bit. Even that could be mounted on a little angle, so you can just go for it from there. So moving on to the handbrake system, awesome. Lever doesn't stick up high. It's nice and easy to use. When the handbrake's engaged, your operating handles are also locked in, which is pretty cool, because if you have to jump off your mower, You jump back on, you're not thinking properly, you go, whoop, and the machine just won't do anything. So that's pretty cool. There are other brands that where the hand brake won't lock these controls, and so basically you're wanting to drive forward and the machine's creeping, but it won't let you, and you know, it can put all sorts of tension on areas that don't need that. So fuel gauge is awesome. It's 2020 now, so every machine's got to have them, whether they're a price point or not. Awesome big fuel tank, which is pretty cool. So a little extra that we have on here is I've mounted my own ammunition box for storage. So when I'm mowing big properties, you know, I can put my phone and my wallet and just bits and pieces in here, ciggies if I need to. I do think, this is not specific to Scag, but I do think a lot of the mower brands need to step up their game with the storage, because contractors and operators alike are on their machines for several hours at a time sometimes, and it's just peace of mind to know that all your gear is going to be safe. If you want to get to it, it's easy to get to. I do have this wired in, this 12 volt and USB port wired in, which you know, it's really saved me on certain days where, you know, if you've been lazy, you haven't charged your phone or what have you, you can get amongst all of that. So nice big wheels on the V-Ride. I believe this is an upgrade from the V-Ride 1 model compared to the V-Ride 2, so that's good. 24-inch tires there. All of and obviously this is filthy, guys, because we've been mowing in some wet conditions here, but all of this, pulleys, belts, everything is super strong and durable. These have grease nipples, so you can service them, which is great. The non-serviceable ones, you know, they do have a lifespan. These will stuff out too eventually, but you're looking at about 500 hours or even more before you do a bearing. And if you keep them greased up, you're really going to increase the bearing life there. So around the front of the machine, we're looking at the velocity deck here. Now, everyone in the game knows the velocity deck is a huge winner. Very, very, very strong deck. Performs very well. These decks have in the industry an excellent reputation. I really love the velocity deck. Now, in all honesty, I do have a problem with some blowout. Down here in Australia, we mow very low, and you know, we don't typically have a leaf season in the way that in some areas in America have it. We have leaves like all the time, so different sorts of trees dropping leaves all year round. What I've found is when we're using the Catch Pro here, this big opening performs really well. This mower can cut through even the toughest conditions, but we do get a little bit of that blowout, and I have corrected it by pitching the deck 5 mil at the front and lowering the baffle. So that has been something that has really helped me, and some people on Scag Nation gave me a heads up on something that you know, to do that. So that's been really great. However, there is still a little bit of that blowout, but it's not anything to cry about. So the height adjustment here, really easy, simple. You just choose your level, down you go. I have noticed the deck to be kind of heavy to lift and lower. Everything on this machine is up to speed, and it's all greased up and everything like that, and I still have found that to be pretty heavy. As you can see, there is a spring there. Now the decks are heavy no matter what. Like, it's not a massive complaint or an issue. I do have a back issue, as some of you guys know, so sometimes I actually just find it more comfortable to step off the machine to lower it. I guess that's because I'm scared I'm going to blow me back out again. Over here, it does look like there is the same setup. You might be able to install another spring. So I haven't looked into that yet. I don't know if it's possible, but anyone on here watching, if anybody's ever done that or done anything to make that deck a little bit easier to lift and lower, definitely leave it in the comments below and let me know. Give me your heads up on that, because yeah, I mean, I would love to have that deck just a little bit lighter, so that when I'm standing there on the go, I can just lower that and lift that up without sort of having that fear that I'm going to blow me back out. So overall, this is my thoughts on the V-Ride 2. Now, I'm just going to close by saying that this is an excellent machine and like a very, very, very highly recommended machine. It just performs so beautifully. It's very comfortable to ride. I have nitpicked a little bit here with some of these things, you know, with the control panel and the heavy deck, but overall, this machine is, I mean, it's got the typical well-built Scag reputation. Nothing has gone wrong on this machine yet. And 80 hours is not an incredible amount of mowing time. You know, I plan to put 1,000, 2,000 hours on this machine eventually. So very, very, very highly recommended machine. I've got the 48. We loved it so much that we actually bought a 32, which you'll see on our channel as well in the coming weeks. We're still just getting to know her a little bit. But look, really hope you enjoy this review. If anybody out there in Australia wants to reach out about buying a Scag V-Ride, feel free. The Scag distributors, International Mowers, Scag Australia, awesome group of people. They will really help you, and there's a fantastic dealer network as well. All right, guys, thanks very much.